更の話で大将、ほんと失礼なんですけど、大将、宮本武蔵ってもちろんご存知ですよね。
宮本武蔵っていや、あれだろ、時代劇のあれ、侍の。
はい、
確か佐々木。
当たってる。それ
So Hanayama knows the history of Musashi Miyamoto somehow.
そうだった、そういうお人だった。だからついてきたんだ、今日まで。だからついていくんだ、今日も。口約束を愚直に守る。敵のことはどうだっていい。侍だろうが坊さんだろうがどうだっていい。
Is actually doing this.
お疲れ様です。
どこだ。
私の後方約70メートル、こちらへ向け前進中です。
He's actually doing this. This is actually gonna happen.
にしてもだ、面白いなここは。
One look at Hanayama, he smiles. Ooh! I think Musashi Miyamoto might be able to recognize the tattoo on his back. Because that tattoo cat.
いい顔だ。
若者は考えていた。モノノフの背後がなぜ闇なのか。武蔵の背後に広がる底なしの闇。底なしの高さ。底なしの低さ。底なしの奥行き。
I hope we're not gonna lose another fighter here.
広く開脚し、両拳を高く広げたその姿勢は相手の反撃などまるで考慮しない。織物を背負った男と刀を帯びた男を警察が目して見ている。このただならぬ事態を警察が見ているふりをしている。
おいおい、止めなよ警察。
And the interesting thing about this is the law enforcement are willing to televise this and let the
この若
civilians
者の
know.
背後。
But the ones that got their ass whooped, they want to cover that up.
なぜ白い。
これがこの立ち会いの景色だと。稀なりボンとの立ち会いでは地平まで広がるごちそう。ピクルとの立ち会いでは目もくらむ黄金と褒め。強き人の時の黄金は天に達する。妖術のじいさんの背後は心華やぐ一面の花畑。見えてる景色が白、もしや無。いやいやいや、この若さでそれはあるまい。構え、これがこれでは何も防げないではないか。
He can't block anything with that stance. Musashi Miyamoto is already calculating everything right off the bat.
おお、なるほど。これがいいな。多分これが、まず間違いなくこれがこの若者の思い。
Hanayama is about to launch an attack.
あまりの輝き、あまりの眩しさに
Here he comes.
つい目を閉じてしまっただとさ。
That's a direct hit.
巨剣炸裂。
終わり？ワンパンで終わり？10メートルは飛んでね。
This is far from over. This is far from over.
予測をはるかに凌駕するげんこつ。食らっておいてよかった。
お侍、まだやれるかい？
This is far from over, man. You really sure know
面
that.
白いな。続行を確認している。ぬるい。
That angered Hanayama.
再び
He put his sword in the way. Now we know Hanayama can take punishment. This is
げんこつ
nothing.
を割るも臓腑がねじくれとるわ。
巨剣
He punched him. He punched
げん
him
こつの人。
even with the sword lynched and attached to his fist.
あれが花山だ。嬉しいぞ、その強さ。
Musashi has not launched an attack yet.
しばし待たれ、げんこつの人。前に立つ以上、俺が誰かは知っていよう。名を名乗れ。
生は花山、名は薫。宮本さんには何の恨みもござんせん。が、都政の義理で締めさせてもらいやす。
断る。馬鹿正直に立ち止まり、名乗り上げてくれたおかげで、すっかり回復した。
Gotcha, bitch!
と締められんぞ。初めて知るぞ。鉄になる肉がある。鉄の肉。切れ味はどんなだ？
Oh my goodness. You see, my heart is actually beating, and I'm trying my best to stay as calm as I can. Because Hanayama is one of my favorite characters as well. Is a character that I truly respect. Like, you know, I don't know how this fight is gonna end, but as you can see, it's already going really bad for Hanayama.
化け物じゃ。どうじゃ武蔵殿。
Here he goes. He cut through that giant big ass bowl.
長谷部殿も異なことを申される。まな板の恋を前にした板前に、この恋に勝てるかとは言われまい。
Damn.
完全に切った。
胴体を切り離すつもりで放った一振りだった。
切りましたね。
切り離すは愚か。
What
骨一
happened?
本立てぬ。牛をもしのぐ肉のみや。切られたその後、何を見せる？
ちょっと遅れちまってな。悪かった。
Didn't go through.
持っててもしょうがねえ。ケースぜ。
Bruh. It didn't go through. Okay, what gives? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think for the sake of this episode, I think I'm going to add another episode. I'm going to do 2 episodes at the same time. So give me 1 second. This fight, the whole time my heart was beating. It was really, really beating. And I had to stay calm in order to kind of compose myself, because I know what Hanayama is capable of. At least we all know he can take a beating. But against someone like Musashi, I'm not sure if that will mean anything. His bones are strong enough to withstand some of Musashi's attacks. But how long can it hold? How long will he be able to hold up? I guess that question, we're going to find out. He caught that blade.
合わせたな。これなら受け取りやすい。
I don't know. This fight is at any moment it's gonna go very, very bad for Hanayama. It's only a matter. Look, Musashi haven't launched attacks like he normally would by now. He's just. Ooh.
なあ、花山氏。主の持つ凄まじい手駒分かり申した。そしてもう。食らってはいけないことも。
I must not let you hit me. You see? Musashi does not give a rat's ass about the tattoo on his back.
人を切るという特殊な出来事。そんなん時代劇でしか見たことない。
He does not give a rat's ass about the tattoo on his back in any way, shape, or form. I thought that he's going to say, I recognize or I know of this tattoo or whatever. Not even, he didn't acknowledge his tattoo at all.
Bruh.
I don't even think Musashi is trying to cut through.
花山、長く部を歩むも、俺に切られて痛みを口にする者は初めてだ。痛みの前、あるいは口にしようにもすでに事切れて。
I don't think Musashi is taking this fight seriously. I just don't think so.
あっぱれだ。
He's acknowledging Hanayama at
なん
least.
だ、こうか。はて。これはここの風習か？ピクルともやったぞ。
Bruh.
I'm not sure if Musashi will win with it when it comes to grip strength with Hanayama. He's about to explode his muscles.
なかなかの握り力。
This is one of the This is one of the things we know Hanayama for. He is literally in a close range. He could crush his head.
いた。
花山薫、惜しいぞ。この武蔵をねじ伏せ切る旅力、我が鉢を砕かんばかりの握り力。
You know this is gonna force Musashi to end Hanayama if this keeps going.
プロレスで勝つの？
It looks like Hanayama has got his grip on him locked in. How long?
これはさすがに受けられん。惜しい。爆薬かい。花山薫、消すに惜しい。稀有なものの不なり。腹切った。晒しをまいたのは良い備えだった。まいてなければ臓腑が飛び出し、そこで終わっていた。には立ったが、さて続けるか、花山薫。勝負ありじゃ。ええな、内海。十分です。
へい。恐れながら自分が示させていただきます。
I don't like where this is going. Now, this is what we know Hanayama for. Wherever anybody would quit, he will keep going.
花から分かっていたことだ。
He's getting his body wrapped up to continue fighting.
続ける気かい。
いいはいいんだけど、水っ気が欲しい。
バキさん。バキ。あれが王家の息子。
釈迦に説法だけど確認したい。逃走の際晒しを締めるその理由は3つ。未熟な刀剣の攻撃なら腹部を守れる。止血効果。切られた際内臓の露出を防ぐ。
All that will not matter.
おう。
花山さん、ホールドアップ。これね。これで締めたい。
All that shit will not matter.
いつまでイチャついておる。羨ましいのう、ボンラ。
Did you guys see? Musashi Miyamoto's aura just changed to a different color, from red to dark blue purple.
強者として生まれたわけだ。生まれた時点で強を手にしていたんだ。これ以上何がいる。
This is I don't like where this is going, man. It should have stopped.
見届けるしかない。
It should have stopped.
悪く思うな。これ以上深くは取れんでな。
You see, I can't. He took out 2 swords now. He took out the other sword now. Musashi is not gonna allow Hanayama. And when it comes to who is quicker, Hanayama is not quicker than Musashi.
遊びを。
よし、鬼の目だ。
Oh my goodness! He blinded them.
内海さん、一杯やってるかい。
He's gonna go for the legs
やは
now.
り都合10旅の斬撃。下から放った小太刀 あの人たちを除いてはいずれも届かず。とはいえ10たち。
It's enough. That's enough, man.
やるだけやってはみた。
一部始終を拝見しました。自宅での晩酌を保護にした私と比べ十分すぎるほど約束は果たされています。花山さん、ありがとうございます。花山さん、
こんな男もいる。そうしてまるで敗北を認めるかのように隙だらけの背を向けてはいる。奴の肉の宮は守られている。切り刻まれた皮膚の下に備わる骨の宮に。残る人たちは8か。
ダメだ。
それ抜いたらよ、ぶち殺すぞてめえ。
抜いてはダメか、ポン。
これ以上切ろうってのかよ。
切らねば決着がつかん。
I must cut it to settle this. It's already settled. Come on, Musashi. You see, he's in the
これは決着とは言わん。
and he wants to
宮
kill him. He
本武
wants
蔵
to...
さん、侍の誰もが刀を刺していたあんたの時代とは違う。ここじゃ決着なんだよ。
I know. I know, man. I heard this. He wants to finish
立
him
派で
off.
した花山さん。どうかもう倒れちゃってください。
Wants him to fall over and let Musashi know that I'm done for.
なあ、バキ。男たち、まだ立ってるか。
花山さん、誰がどう見たって立ってるさ。ビフォーアフター。前よりずっと立派な男たちだ。
今夜はよ、嘘つきばかりだ。
He knows people are lying to him.
オラが英雄花山薫を死なせるな。男花山マッハの速さで車中の人となる。
こんなにも。
That's a lot of blood.
あんたが流させた。
来るか。
ぶちのめして勝つんじゃない。この世から葬り去るんだ。
この俺を殺すと。
これさすがに言いにくいんだけど、武蔵さん、あんたここにいるべきじゃない。
ボン。さすがに俺でもわかるわ。ここは切り登る場ではない。
知ってたんかい。
He knew all of that.
切りすぎだ。
その仇を取りたいと。
まあそうするつもりだけど。
いいぞ、この場で取りに来い。
His aura continues to evolve.
顔知らん。
やらねえよ。疲れ果てたあんたに勝ったところで。ほらこのざまだ。本来なら真っ二つだ。もう宮本武蔵じゃない。
わっぱ。時にはボンにも言われ放題。それもまた一興か。
て柔らかでありがとう。
Right here, right now?
そういじめるな。風呂も空いとる。今宵は帰るぞ。
よかろう。お送りしろ。大層な出世だ。立派に切り上ってるではないか。
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Golly. Whew. Hmm. Now, I think this review is going to be a bit longer than the usual ones, but I will try as much as I can to not make it too long. And that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna cut some things out just to make sure that, you know, I gave the type of review and my perspective as much as I can, just based on what we just seen. I'm not sure what we're going to see later, but based on these two episodes, going into this fight, after watching the previous episode 19 or episode 20, right, when the police chief department or the sergeant went to Hanayama to encourage him or to plead that he should take on Musashi Miyamoto. After watching that episode, I weighed the option, you know, and there was a fight that I did, a versus battle. I think the link it should be up here. If it's not, you can check out my versus battle playlist. I believe it was Karo Hanayama and what's his name? Agito from Kenganashira. You know, Agito, the Fang of Matsumoto. And when I was doing that fight, we know what Agito is capable of, and I know what Hanayama is capable of. When it comes to strength, Hanayama beats Agito, the Fang of Matsumoto from Kenganashira. But when it comes to speed and everything else, you know, when I weighed these two, Musashi and Hanayama, Hanayama is big and wide. Musashi Miyamoto is not as tall and as big as Hanayama, so his speed matters a lot. It's gonna matter. And knowing the fact that this man is not a man from this time, from this era, this is all he knows. All he knows is fighting. You rest assured know that any attack Musashi Miyamoto launches at Hanayama based on his size and his width, right? His size and his width and his height, Musashi Miyamoto will always click him every time. So it's no question. You know, it's no question who's this fight is going to fall on. But Hanayama did get his chances to use his grip strength, to use what he's good at. Even with all of those, he still failed miserably. I would say that Musashi suffered quite a significant, some damage. As you can see, without that damage, he could not. And I'm not even sure if he's actually seriously trying to cut Baki in half. I'm not sure if that was his real intention, you know. But make no mistake about it, episodes ago, I said that the longer this man continues to breed, the longer he continues to weigh every fight and every encounter he has had and able to rectify and evolve himself, the stronger he gets. And as you guys can see, his aura has went from red, deep blood red, to bluish purple, dark bluish purple aura. You know, that means he's evolving again. This man is just getting stronger and stronger. And in his world, when you challenge somebody like that on a fight, the era where he came out of, someone gets to die. It won't end until someone is gone. Which was the reason why when he fought Pickle, he was going to do, he wouldn't allow Pickle to leave. Pickle had to escape his own way, use his speed to escape. Right? With Yujiro Hanma fight, unfortunately, due to the fact that Mutabe saved Yujiro Hanma from engaging Musashi, that fight just ended like that. But normally, Musashi don't allow, as you can see, in the state where he's in right now, he doesn't allow anybody to leave. When you engage him in a fight, it's a death battle, it's a death match, engaging this man. And Kaoru Hanayama did absolutely what we expected him to do, but unfortunately, it's just not enough. It's not enough. And I'm not even sure. You see, here's the thing. When this fight began, Musashi Miyamoto allowed that punch to reach him. He allowed the punch to reach him. Musashi Miyamoto allows his enemies to actually get to him. He takes beating, he takes attacks. But when he gets serious, those attacks won't come. As you can see, when he started getting serious, he said to himself, Hanayama, I can no longer allow your strikes to get to me, unfortunately. Because when it comes to brute strength, I can see that, you're pretty much up there. You remind me of someone that I faced before, Pickle. And I can't allow or continue to allow such brute force to continue to connect with me. Once he turned up his speed, unfortunately, Hanayama looked so slow that it's so embarrassing. That's just the simplest way to do it. Hanayama, it was so slow to even capitalize or to recover. Even each time he throws a punch, Hanayama cannot capitalize on his speed to maybe somehow evade Musashi Miyamoto's strikes. It's almost like he's sitting like a duck, and Musashi can see his attack coming. So it's just a brutal and an embarrassment, actually, just watching this fight. Although Hanayama did get he did get in what he needed to get in, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. He was sitting like a duck, Now, towards the ending of all of this, Baki believes that he can beat Musashi Miyamoto. I'm kind of glad that Baki was there, because today I've already geared my mind that Hanayama is not going to survive this, because I know how Musashi fights normally happens, and especially in the mood that he's in lately, he doesn't allow his opponents to get away. If he does, that's because he can see that there's no point. But somebody like Hanayama going after him and knowing how Hanayama fights, he doesn't give up until he will just keep going. But even to this point, you can see this is one of the few times we see Hanayama say, you know what? I can't. Even Hanayama had to give up. How many times do we see Hanayama giving up on a fight? Not a lot, do we? We don't see Hanayama give up on a fight so easily. But this one he had to. And again, I commend him, because I thought he's gonna pull Ritsu right here. When he started tipping his body, to keep going, and Baki, yeah, I'm like, give me a break, man. This is it's useless. It's just useless. It's not gonna work. Even Musashi can penetrate through whatever he's taping anyway, if he wants to. And Musashi, he took it seriously, but not really. As you can see, even though he's evolving, he's not even taking his opponents that serious. Because if he took it seriously from the jump, Hanayama would not land a single hit. Let me say that again. Whatever Hanayama did to Musashi Miyamoto is because Musashi Miyamoto allowed it to happen. Let me repeat it one more time. Whatever Hanayama did, the attack, the grip, and all of that stuff that we know him for, that we love him for, he did it because Musashi Miyamoto allowed it to happen. If Musashi Miyamoto took the fight seriously, none of Hanayama's attack would have gotten to him. Even the first punch wouldn't have gotten to him in the first place. So with that being said, Baki challenging Musashi Miyamoto and telling Miyamoto, this is you're in the wrong time. Right here, we don't kill people like that. We don't go to the point of cutting people, even when we can see that they can no longer fight. And Musashi Miyamoto admitted, yes, I know that I'm in the wrong time. I know, but who gives a rat's ass? I don't care. He admitted everything Baki said to him. And Baki was shocked. So you know this. So why do you? Because I don't care. This is what I feel like I need to do. You see, the concept of people going after Musashi Miyamoto don't really fully understand how, like what they're dealing with. It's only when they engage him and see that it's like this man is a death walking. It's death walking. It's a death match. When you're incapacitated to move or to fight, he will finish you off. He doesn't allow, especially before he wasn't like that, as you can see. When he fought Yujiro, he wasn't, because if he was like that, even with Mutabe interfering, he would have still went on to take on Yujiro, whether at that point or when Yujiro is alone. Right? And when Baki fought him, if he was like that, you see, and it goes back to what I was saying before. The more he breeds, the more he takes on opponents, the more he gets stronger, the more he becomes immensely just bloodthirst. The more he becomes more dangerous. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think Hanayama had more chance to launch more attacks? Do you think Hanayama performed better than Pickle on this fight? Do you think Baki stepping in was a good idea, that if Baki hadn't stepped in, Musashi Miyamoto would have left Hanayama alone? Or do you think Baki stepping in actually saved Hanayama here? Do you think if this fight had happened between Musashi and Baki right now in this very moment, that Baki has a chance of winning? Because Musashi Miyamoto wanted to take him on right now. And I think Baki wanted that too, but Tokigawa had to step in. Do you think even at the state where Musashi Miyamoto is after fighting Hanayama, do you think that Baki would have had a chance, a good solid chance beating him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And on that note, see you in the next video.